Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Matters. I'm your host, Scott Voak, and I am joined once again by my good friend and 1031 expert, Lance Groth. Today, I want to talk to Lance about what he's seeing his investors in San Diego do. We are seeing a lot of people leave the state as a primary place to live, but I want to know, hey, what are they doing with their investments? And I want to know if they're leaving, why are they leaving? Where are they going? What is the reason they're leaving, and what's their timing? So with that said, Lance, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
All right. Are you seeing, let me back up a step. What I'm seeing in residential real estate is a lot of people are going, I'm pulling the plug, I'm getting out, Arizona, Tennessee, wherever.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that in investments? Are they selling their investments, or are people in generally getting rid of their California real estate?
Yeah, well, people are kind of significantly leaving. So it's like, am I seeing it? It's like, yeah, in the great amounts, especially with kind of like I wouldn't say failed leadership, but people are just kind of disgruntled and dissatisfied. You know, in California, we have, fairly high taxes, and now, we're seeing a time where we need some return on those taxes, and people are frustrated, so they're leaving to go into other areas where they feel they can get more benefit.
Okay, so I was going to ask you for the three biggest reasons people are leaving. It sounds like what they're telling you is that taxation is one of them.
Yeah.
What are a couple other reasons that they're giving you for pulling their investments out of San Diego?
The biggest reason is glaring of COVID. COVID has really pushed people to literally migrate away from more populated areas. You have places like LA, which is a densely populated area, and you have the government saying stay away from human beings. So people are leaving to go into more rural areas where they can avoid other human beings.
Well, okay, so I'm definitely hearing that as people are looking at a place to live.
Yeah.
You're seeing it on the investment side also. They're saying, now is that just because as I move my family to Arizona, I want my investments in Arizona, or is that they think that the real estate itself is going to come down in value?
No, it's twofold. It is just that. Once somebody physically moves to a different area and they go and walk a property, they're like, oh my God, this is actually a great investment. In San Diego, you're not going to get great returns on a monthly income, but if you go to areas like South Florida, South Chicago, you're going to get pretty high income checks. So they're moving, one, for that reason, but the second reason also is they're anticipating this migration. You take Big Bear, for instance. Big Bear is seeing an influx of people leaving the city, just coming to stay. Airbnb is a ridiculous investment, and that's used for business or investment. So they're anticipating people moving. They're purchasing residential real estate, and they're not living in it, except they're renting it out for the city folk who are coming to get away.
Leaving.
Absolutely.
I'm talking to some of my friends up in Lake Tahoe, and they're saying there's a migration from the Bay Area, especially as people are realizing I don't have to live in Silicon Valley to work.
Yeah.
In Silicon Valley.
That's the third reason.
Okay.
The whole pandemic is actually kind of like this big experiment. Young entrepreneurs have been saying for a while to kind of the older business type, like you don't need a stationary office anymore to conduct business. And the pandemic has forced a large part of the workforce to work from home, and it's working. So now you have this third portion where we've gone through this. We've been talking about the pandemic, but nobody's been talking about this little social experiment. We forced the population. Can you still conduct business at home? And a lot of people are saying, I can.
Pretty good. Zoom sucks, but it works. So it kind of pushed a trend maybe 10 years faster than we would have seen it.
Expedited it.
So just kind of to summarize, you're definitely seeing people leave.
Absolutely.
They're taking their investments with them.
All of it.
The smarter ones are calling you to defer the taxes, but you can roll them into something that's not management heavy. They don't have to go into managing another property in an area they don't know.
Yeah.
They can go to a shopping center or any investment anywhere.
Yeah, things that are less volatile. People are looking for smarter investments.
I'm guessing the return is a little bit better too, because they're buying what typically only the big boys can buy.
Yeah, when you group a bunch of people together, you get to acquire large assets at an amazing price. So then when these smart, they call them sponsors, the people who manage these things, when they add on these investors, the investors just literally sit back, collect these things, and they're managing it. They're getting the average, like we said, 4 to 5% return on investments in San Diego. These guys are kicking up 6, 7, and 8%. And then the client doesn't have to manage the property.
Well, and it's a good step. When you're younger, you're looking at appreciation. You don't need cash flow because you've got a job, you've got other incomes. Once you move to another state, you're looking, hey, maybe I'm retiring. The kids, thank God, are gone. You're probably still paying the college tuition.
Yeah.
But the shift is to cash flow anyway. So
Yeah.
these events just make sense.
Yeah, people are, in this market, this day and age, people are slightly uncertain. I think uncertainty is the main word people use these days.
Yeah.
So they're looking for things that are more stable, things that they can count on a monthly basis and not have to put in that much work.
Not the time involvement. Just sit back and cash the check.
Just cash a check. Don't worry
All right.
about dealing with it, fighting with a tenant.
Yes, well, the rest of my day is dealing with tenants. So, hey, I appreciate you coming in again. I know
Anytime.
it's a busy time of year, but thanks again. Your expertise is always appreciated, and I look forward to your phone ringing with a lot of these people looking for help.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks again, Scott Voak. This has been Real Estate Matters. I hope you have a great 2021. If you are looking for any kind of investment advice in real estate, how to transfer your stuff from San Diego to another area, or maybe you're watching this and you're not in San Diego, but you do need a 1031 exchange, please call Lance. If you're looking to try and figure out, hey, what are my assets worth here, be more than happy to take a look at the assets, tell you what you're looking at. We can then look at your basis and figure out what your tax situation will be. So once again, thank you very much. I'm Scott Voak. Until next time, stay safe and have a great new year.